Christmas!
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
'Tis the season, folks, a time of year when you can forget all of your problems and experience the simplicity of the holiday season. Christmas is a spectacle and a wonderful escape for most. And for me, I've been in love with this holiday since I was a youngster. The food, the lights, the music, and the joy around the hustle and bustle of your everyday department store puts me in my happy place. And for years, I've lived through all of this without any wonder about why humans do what we do at this special time of year. So, I'm here to serve you up a cup of cheerful knowledge that you can take with you this holiday season and really get to know why you're burning a Yule log or why your kids are dreaming about sugar plums. This is What Came Up, the etymology podcast about everyday things. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Deej Penhollow. Let's get started. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the What Came Up Christmas Extravaganza. I'm going to be diving deep into why we do Christmas the way that we do. Because if you haven't really thought about it, some of this stuff is a little weird. Human beings are weird, and we do odd things on Christmas, and there's a reason for all of them, and a reason that they all carried over from the old days. So, here we are, diving deep. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So, the first thing that we're going to cover here is when Christmas is celebrated. Many people think that Christmas is on December the 25th, and that is all there is to Christmas. However, for many people around the world, in different countries, and in different Christian traditions, Christmas lasts for a lot longer than just that, and it's even celebrated at different times. So, when is Christmas celebrated? Although December 25th, or the late afternoon evening of December 24th, is the date when most people celebrate Christmas, there are some other days as well. Some churches, mainly Orthodox and Coptic Orthodox churches, use a different calendar for their religious celebrations. Orthodox churches in Russia, Serbia, Jerusalem, Ukraine, and other countries use the old Julian calendar. And people in those churches celebrate Christmas on January 7th. The Coptic Orthodox Church celebrates Christmas on January 7th as well. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church also celebrates on the 7th of January, which is the 29th of Tassas in their calendar. Most people in the Greek Orthodox Church celebrate Christmas on December 25th, but some still use the Julian calendar and so celebrate on the 7th of January. Some Greek Catholics also celebrate on that day as well. The Armenian Apostolic Church celebrates Christmas on the 6th of January. It also celebrates Epiphany on this same day. So, that being said, we're going to get right into Advent, the time before Christmas. Now, before Christmas, many Christians use the Advent calendar to prepare themselves to get ready to celebrate the joy of Christmas. When Christians celebrate the birth of Jesus, who they believe is the Son of God. Advent is normally a period of 4 Sundays and weeks before Christmas. In many Orthodox and Eastern Catholic churches, Advent lasts for 40 days, starting on November 15th. In Orthodox churches which celebrate Christmas on the 7th of January, Advent starts on the 28th of November. During Advent, many people fast, which is when you don't eat certain types of foods. And the types of foods that people give up depends on the church tradition in which they're whatever part of the world they're living in. So then there is after Christmas, the 12 days of Christmas and Epiphany. After Advent, traditionally Christmas celebrations and often a big feast start on Christmas Day, and that lasts for 12 days. So they were known as the 12 Days of Christmas. The celebrations finished on the evening of the 5th of January, which is better known as Twelfth Night. Throughout history, the 12 Days of Christmas were a time of feasting and fun. Following Twelfth Night on January 6th is Epiphany, when people remember the wise men, also sometimes called the 3 kings, who visited Jesus when he was a baby, and the baptism of Jesus when he was an adult. Epiphany, or Twelfth Night, is also the time when it is traditional to take your Christmas decorations down, although some people leave them up until Candlemas. Candlemas is also the end of Christmas. Now, you might think that Christmas ends when you take the Christmas decorations down, but you're wrong. After both Christmas and the season of Epiphany, the end of Christmas celebrations come on February 2nd, 40 days after Christmas, with Candlemas. Candlemas, also known as the Presentation of Jesus at the Temple or the Feast of Purification of the Virgin Mary, is when Christians remember the time when Mary and Joseph took the baby Jesus to the Jewish temple in Jerusalem to give thanks to God for giving them a son. It is a very important day in some Orthodox and Catholic churches. The name Candlemas comes from Candlemas because in many Candlemas services, the candles are blessed to be used in churches during the coming year or are given out to people for them to use in their homes in private prayers. In many Catholic churches, it is a time when people remember and renew promises that they've made to the church and celebrate some of the prophecies which were given about Jesus. In many Eastern Orthodox churches, an all-night vigil is held on the night before the candle blessing ceremony. In the morning, the candles are blessed and are given out to people. So, there you have it. That is when and why Christmas is celebrated on December 25th. Here and on January 6th and 7th elsewhere. So, pretty crazy. That will conclude the first episode, and you can look forward to having these way more often than I usually post, because there is a lot to cover. So, that being said, I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you will continue to enjoy the Christmas season as we push ever forth toward that joyous day.